What are the best antioxidants foods? Please make sure you note these down and try to include at least few of these in your diet. Okay, so what are those? Okay, the first one is leafy greens. You must have heard, oh, they are very high in oxalic acids and oxalates, and you shouldn't be having those. You shouldn't be having those in certain way, and this and sorry, now even there must be some Vaidyas and Ayurvedic doctors and homeopathic doctors, and now we of course bring that knowledge on the table, and we also say we are not supposed to eat raw veggies, or somebody will be on the other end of the spectrum like, oh, we are supposed to eat raw veggies. So we go through all this, and now here we are still there not having any kind of veggies, because I'm really confused now whether I should be going for my koshimber and my salads, or I should rather them. So I would rather have something from Indian store or restaurant. It's not working. Okay, in a certain limit, up to certain limit, we should and we are able to have the raw veggies. We can have this. Only thing is, our bodies, or rather our digestive system, needs that kind of gut microbiota. They need those microorganisms to digest those. So now if I'm like, oh, yesterday I heard Sonali talk, she gave me an amazing smoothie recipe. It was like kale and this and that, and I haven't had any kind of raw greens forever. Now tomorrow I'm getting the blender, putting the whole kale in it, and now I'm blending and I'm gulping it. How is it going to work? Now your body is screaming this is not working. And then some of us who have this privilege of going live are going, this never works. The smoothies is a fad. It actually affected my health adversely. No, because I overdid it and I did it in the wrong way, and that's where I come in picture. Okay, if you haven't had, we can start small. We can start with very little. So what if I were you, what I'll do is I'll wash one kale leaf, and I'll also name one of the kale. One of the best kale is, I think it's a Russian kale, but and when we talk about smoothies, I'll let you know that is one of the less bitter one, and that goes very well. Even my kids, when they were younger, they were able to easily have the smoothie with this kale. Okay, so even kale are different on the spectrum of their bitterness. Okay, so I'll give exact the kale you should be having. Okay, so I'll go ahead and wash that. Okay, we'll wash nicely, then chop it very, very, very thinly. Then what we can add is you can make your own dressing with lemon juice and honey and a little bit of black pepper and salt, and then we can then we will put that on our kale leaf, and then you can go ahead and add some cranberries to it and just nicely massage that and keep it aside. Now the flavors from all the dressing will go in the kale leaf, and it will taste better. Now you have to chew it. So when you do it for the first time, it will be very little. Okay, it will take you time, but now your body is a very smart system. It is now getting, oh, something new I'm testing. Oh, now it will start producing those kind of microorganisms for your digestive system to digest them better. So once you get settled with those kind of ideas, then now you can go and start making the smoothies and enjoy that. But there is a process for this. Okay, so of course leafy greens, so any kind of like kales and bok choy, and we are talking about green chard and red chard and all kinds which we get here. Now the other high antioxidant foods are berries, right? All kinds of goji berries, acai berries, raspberries, cranberries, blueberries, all kinds of berries are awesome. Okay, so we have just heard about blueberries. Now strawberries are a little iffy because people still think they are hard to find because they have a lot of insecticides sprayed on them, and there are a lot of issues with them. So just be careful with those. Again, vitamin C is one of the high answers, so of course antioxidant. So then you can go with oranges, papaya, bell peppers are very awesome. Now all kinds of cruciferous vegetables are high antioxidants. So try and use different words. Like we always, of course, we Indians, we are very fond of and of course many of those are from islands and non-Indians too, we all go towards especially cauliflower is in, so we go for cauliflower and cabbage. But try, and of course broccoli is common as well, but try Brussels sprouts and different kinds of cruciferous vegetables. Now what happens is when you have this kind of different kinds of vegetables, remember I was telling just now that your digestive system develops different kinds of gut microbes, so it gets smarter, it gets better, and that's how your brain gets sharper, and that has been linked. So we need varieties. If you are fond of only potatoes or a certain kind of, I just eat Indian veggies, for say only I get fenugreek leaves, that is methi and spinach, and I go for maybe only dudhi, and then that's what I eat, and I'm not eating Brussels sprouts, or I'm not very fond of coyote or all this kind of, then it's little problem, because you know what, now we have to have the balance of these kind of different microorganisms in our gut. Okay, that being said, what about cilantro and parsley and mint and stuff? Because we get mint only when we want to do the chutney or the pani puri thing, chaat center, then we need that spicy chutney or the green जो बोलते हैं हम लोग, like that green water. So that's when we get the mint. Pudina, that's only when we make, but no, it has so many beneficial effects in our body. We have to have that, and smoothies are the best way to have this kind of herbs. Now what happens is these herbs actually, they help cleanse you from inside. They have this ability to cleanse your liver. That's what scientists have been proving, that it helps you clean your body from inside in many ways. So we have to have herbs. Of course it depends, if you're not used to, and it might be too some people think it's too strong as a smell or even for the taste. Go easy, start small, or start with tiny steps, and we reach there. Green foods. Now just now we talked about green leafy vegetables. Then what are these green foods? So green foods are spirulina or chlorella or wheatgrass or barley grass. You must have heard about this, but these are very, very rich sources of phytonutrients. Phytonutrient, plant, and that is the nutrition you get from the plants, and these are very rich sources of vitamins and minerals, and some of them which are very hard for our bodies to make, right? So that's what we get from the plants. So what I do is, in my smoothies I have this. You don't have to look for the this like the exact company, but I have this. I usually go for the spirulina powder. So you can just search in Amazon, or you can get in Whole Foods or any of your grocery stores. Try and incorporate it in some ways, and you can put in your smoothies. It does help, especially it won't happen right away, but over the years you will feel difference in yourself. High fiber foods. Now fiber is most important. So what happens when you have lot of produce, especially food like greens and fiber rich food like nuts and seeds and legumes and berries, that's when your body's digestive tract gets better, gut health gets better, heart health gets better, your appetite is better, you don't feel hungry soon, and that's when we can break the cycle of breakfast and mid-morning and lunch and mid-afternoon and dinner and late night, and we can go for the fasting routines. Okay, I am a huge fan of intermittent fasting. That is, I wouldn't say that I would say time restricted eating. It's not a fad. It has been here for a year. It was there always. It's in some of those decades we chose not to look at it that way, and we chose to eat it, and with the Uber Eats and everything at our doorstep, we have really abused this system. Okay, so if you are fasting, and if somebody is questioning your cognizance, and they are questioning whether you are doing it right, please believe me, please, you are doing the right thing for your body. And we all have learned about autophagy. Even IF can be one of the topic we can talk. There are so many benefits of IF, but I'm getting distracted. Let's go back to here.